Good morning, everyone. I wanted to make this video an announcement because I want to make sure we're clear on a couple of things. So first of all, your annotated bibliography, the research you did for that, should be the research that you use in your your argumentative research essay. If you use an article that's not on the annotated bibliography, you're getting a 0. However, I know that as we do more research, you may find another article that you like better. If you do find an article that's not on your annotated bibliography, let me know that. So, alright, because it's okay to use different ones, but most of them should come from your annotated bibliography. Again, when I'm grading your papers, if I see that you quoted something and I'm going through all of the annotated bibliographies, I'll have them pulled up next to your research paper as I go through it. If I see that you quoted Bruce Springsteen, and then I look on your annotated bibliography and Bruce Springsteen's not there, and you have not let me know that you went out and got a different source, you're getting a 0. I'm really getting a lot of AI papers, so I want to make sure everything is done properly. Then I also wanted to show you another thing that's going to happen, and this is why I want you to make sure that when you're doing your research, you're looking for full text, because I'm going to require you to send me screenshots of certain quotes. Let me give you an example here. So let's say that she quoted here, and this is just let's say she quoted from the crash course video. Well, let's skip the video, that's a little different. So let's say she quoted here from Atticus Finch, from Lee. I would want her to show me Lee and page 2, since she used page 2. She would have to take a screenshot so I could tell that it's page 2 and that it came from the book that she's quoting from. And this is what I would look at. So here, Lee Harper, the 2010 version, I want to see that. And then right below that, the screenshot highlighted in yellow, the quote that she used. Okay? Now, some students are giving me all paraphrasing instead of using direct quotes. Direct quotes means quote, quote. If you're paraphrasing, each time you paraphrase, I will ask you for proof of a screenshot of that, because paraphrasing is really hard to do, and that leads me to think that AI is being used. I'm not saying everybody who paraphrases is using AI. However, if you are paraphrasing, you may want to take a screenshot of it, because remember, a paraphrase is you're taking the material of like 3 or 4 sentences from the author, the original text, and making it your own, basically summarizing it. That's hard to do, and it's time consuming. So therefore, if you paraphrase, you might as well go ahead and go to the original, highlight in yellow everything that you use to make that paraphrase, and make sure that I can see the article and the title where it came from. So I'm letting you know I will be asking for these. Alright, let me see, excuse me. And again, for your R, you have to follow this. She used Model A, this student did. This wasn't for her R, this was for another paper. Model A, intro thesis. Model A is Pro. Since it's a research essay, you may have Pro 4, Pro 5. That's okay to add them. If you have counter argument and refutation or refuting, if you have more than one, put 1, 2, and then closing. Make sure you follow these. And again, in a closing paragraph, there are no topic sentences. It's basically your giving a summary of everything you've covered, or something you can do in the future to change this. So there's no topic sentence for that. Alright, and again, if you're talking about a pro argument where Joyce is your pro, only Joyce should be talked about in the pro. If you bring in Pelon in a pro argument, I'm marking points off for that. That doesn't make sense to me. Pro Joyce, pro Joyce, pro Joyce. Here's where you would bring in Pelon. Some people would think Pelon can break the cycle more. Or if you're in my English 201 class, maybe your pro is race. If your pro is race, only race should be talked about in the pro. Counter, since it's your opposing, if it's not race, you're going to talk about social or classism. Okay, so remember, only your pro goes in the pro paragraphs, and your counter argument is your opposing. That's where you bring in your opposing. All right, everybody, good luck, And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.